carried out. In terminating his observations encouraging research and the application of biotechnology to food production, Pope John Paul II went on to say, "In concluding my reflection, which show how much I approve and support your worthy researches, I reaffirm that they must all be subject to moral principles and values which respect and realize its fullness in respect for the dignity of the human person." So dignity of the human person and the common good must then be the ultimate goal and aim of all researches we do and search for the truth. It is clear then that in the mind of Pope John Paul II, the various operations that can be called genetic manipulation must be the object of a true moral discernment. In fact, he added this, to speak the truth. He said, "The expression genetic manipulation in itself is ambiguous. While it is characterized by beneficial applications in the area of animal and plant biology, very useful for food production, it can also yield to adventurism. In the latter case, it can be arbitrary and sometimes even unjust. This is why, for Pope John Paul II, it is absolutely necessary to overcome the separation between science and ethics, and that increasingly we must discover the radical unity that must exist between science, the search for knowledge, and ethics, which can accompany and sometimes guide it. Accordingly, the desired dialogue, which have to go very deep, and which must then embrace even those who have divergent views, must all be carried out by within these moral parameters. It will need to include the motivation and the vision which guide biological and genetic research and biotechnology. In other words, not only so-called pure research, but also the vision and the motivation that guides its translation into policies, into commerce, into agriculture, and even trade in many different situations around the world. And for the dialogue to progress in good faith, all stakeholders must genuinely then be represented and meaningfully take part in the discussion. I know some of you are probably members of the FAO's Food Security Council, and just last week